Anyone still up? You are? Okay. You guys are, I know it's probably an hour into this Monday morning, but we got 2 games left for ESPN NFL 2K5, and unfortunately, due to just so much time constraints and so much crap that I have on my plate right now, that I've decided to can any playoff games I have planned. You will have this game and the Chargers game Friday evening, which will be at 5 Mountain Time, so 7 p.m. Eastern. As you preview the uniforms for tonight, obviously the Giants helmet, which is obviously inspired after their Color Rush uniforms, and the Broncos wearing their regular uniforms with white sleeves. So after a shutout win against against the Rams back on the 28th of November, let's open up our Christmas and our holiday season with a match on ESPN 2K5. Tony Coughlin, the head coach of the Giants, 68-60. He is a pass-oriented coach. Mike Shanahan, 99-65, 11 years coaching, half and half down the middle. Here's Chris Berman.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, we'll have a look at one of the most steady and dependable receivers of the past decade or so, number 80, Rod Smith, as he and the gang try to open up the passing game in this one. Giants, Broncos, now.
And look at all the happy tailgaters as they get set to cheer for the hometown team. Welcome to Invesco Field at Mile High Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. Peter O'Keefe is next to me in the booth. And Peter, we've got a couple of offensive powerhouses down on the field.
No doubt about it, Dan. We could be in for a high-scoring game today. Kurt Warner is certainly one of the better quarterbacks in this league. His team relies on him to make big plays down the stretch. And 9 times out of 10, he does just that. He's not the only big-time player on that squad, though. Amani Toomer is one of the better receivers in the league. He's one of those players that a defense has to key in on and respect. Otherwise, he's going to make you pay. A talented duo to be certain. They just might make the difference out there.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, the toss of the coin. There's the signal, and we're ready. Elam kicks it, and we are underway. Joyce decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 23. Face mask, number 43, kicking. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the ball.
Jeremy Sewell really yanked on that helmet back there, so the personal foul call was a good one. You can't pull someone's face mask like that.
The Giants will start this drive at their 39-yard line. Barber takes it across the line and rambles for about 5.
Amani Toomer made a very, very nice block back there downfield. I love to see a wide receiver getting involved like that.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Warner throws this on a rope, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete. Third down, 1 man down. He puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Kelly Herndon is shadowing very closely, close enough that the pass was incomplete.
Peter, the defense stood tall and forced the incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
4th down either way, and in my opinion, too, a bad call.
Fields lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Fields gets the snap and punts it away. Smith fields it at the 15. Brought down at the 29.
Rod Smith did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Broncos offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 29-yard line. Hurst takes the handoff and he heads left, tackled at the 34. Second down with the tight end right. Plummer throws a bullet to the flat, and it's off. Incomplete.
Will Allen broke up the quick outside pass on that last play by reading it perfectly. No catch, incomplete.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but the defense had other ideas.
The anticipation to the throw was key here. It made all the pieces fall into place.
Third down coming up. Lee goes in motion. Lee hauls in the pass, and is at the 45.
Ashley Lee is so open on this play. It's ridiculous, Dan. Was the defense even on the field? Let's take a look. Well, they were all right, but they just weren't paying attention.
What a big play on third down, Peter. His run after the catch is what made the play work.
Yeah, Dan, you have to fight for those yards in that situation, and that's exactly what he did.
Hurst chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. Second down, tight end to the left. Hurst gets the call again and passes the line. Back down at the 43. First down. Watts goes in motion. Plummer throws a heater right sideline, and he hits his man for a pickup of 9.
Adrian Medis took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next. Second and 1.
Hurst gets the call on second down and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
John Williams not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far. Third down, 2 tight ends in the game. Plummer dumps this one to the front and gets caught at the 32, and he stopped right there. Williams was in on the tackle. Fourth down coming up.
John Williams brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some game there, but not enough for the first.
The defense's back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge, Peter.
Yeah, Dan, that's great team. They had to make a stand here, and they stood together.
It will be fourth down. It's no good. It bounced off the upright and then out.
Jason Ingram joins the upright here. Let's watch this again. Well, sure, Dan, it's a little embarrassing, but isn't that what instant replay is all about? A player screws up, and it's our ratings grabber.
The Giants stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their 41-yard line. Hilliard goes in motion. Warner zings it to the right side, and it's tipped incomplete.
Champ Bailey can make it happen in the defensive backfield. Sixth-year man out of Georgia. This guy covers the ball like frosting on a cake, Dan. He takes the right angles, anticipates where the ball is going, and clamps down that secondary.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Toomer didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Lenny Walls completely breaks up the pass. You know, he owned that zone so clearly. Yeah, I bet he comes in on his days off to repair the turf.
That play would have set up a manageable 3rd and short.
But instead, they forced the incompletion. That's how the D is supposed to play.
Warner passes this one after the play action, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Finn goes in motion. Barber gets the call on 1st down and heads wide left. Williams takes him down back at the 49.
DJ Williams keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Ow! Oh, that's got to hurt.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
2nd and long ahead. 2nd down. 14 yards to go. Warner rifles it out left side, and this one is incomplete.
Lamar Taylor had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
A potential big game that fell incomplete. That would have set up a much more manageable 3rd down.
It sure would have, Dan. Those are the big plays in football that simply go down as incomplete on the stats.
Toomer curls in the lob right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Kurt Warner completes a nice pass past the D on this play. It's worth another look here. Oh, it's all about accuracy, Dan, and there was only one guy covering him on that one, so it makes it an easy catch.
And the first time it goes down the field, Peter, he hooks up with his receiver. What a throw.
Oh, boy, we'll see if they can keep up the long game.
That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Let's go deep, Bubba. Yeah! Second down from behind. Intercepted. Stop at the 13.
John Lynch timed his jump perfectly on that last play to pick off the pass.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Broncos are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 13-yard line. Hurst takes it for his 5th carry and maybe picks up 1 on the play. Hurst gains 3 yards, and that will bring up 3rd down. Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field.
Well, Dan, we got an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in their dime. Let's watch.
Plummer throws a bullet, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete. Nor lines up deep in his own territory to punt it away. Nor takes the snap and punts it away. Joyce fields the punt at the 43. Stopped at the 48.
Delvin Joyce racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Giants were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the 48-yard line. Warner throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped incomplete.
Kurt Warner has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's throwing. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 44 yards and 1 interception.
Second down from the shotgun. Harvard gains 3 yards, and that brings up 3rd down. Warner fires this one over the middle, and it's complete. Short of the markers, however. That will bring up 4th down.
John Lynch tackled him so close to the markers, he can probably taste it, along with the dirt and the grass he's trying to spit out.
And boy, that was an excellent job of staying with his man that time to make a good tackle.
Yeah, it looked like the skate drill in practice. You keep your feet moving, zone in, and make the play. Perfectly done.
Fields gets the ball and punts it away. The Broncos have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 15-yard line. Plummer dumps it out left, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Rod Smith had some room on the fringes there, but couldn't reel in the pass.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up 2nd down. Hurst has his number called on 2nd down and runs out of bounds past the marker.
Garrison Hurst makes a great play here, picks up some huge yards, takes it to the outside, then eventually runs out of bounds. Check it out. Nice play. He got what he needed, and then he headed for the sidelines.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution.
Plummer lobs this one way over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Byron Chamberlain tried to snag that one across the middle, but doesn't happen.
Potential for a quick 1st down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, 2 wideouts on the field. Smith goes in motion. No good, incomplete.
Jake Plummer let fly a risky throw into double coverage, but it fell incomplete.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Plummer throws a heater, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Rod Smith ran a post pattern on that last play, but he couldn't make the catch.
Either in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down game, and when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Noor lines up for the punt. Noor takes the long snap and punts it away. Joyce catches it at the 32. Brought down at the 39.
Calvin Joyce racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Giants could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their 39-yard line. Barber takes it for his fifth carry and Coleman gets back to the line of scrimmage.
John Mobley not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but often polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far. Second down with two tight ends to the right. Barber picks up about two, and that will bring up third down.
Tiki Barber used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Well, not much of a game there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, then. Big play coming up.
Warner puts his arm into this one, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Nick Ferguson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
It sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Fields lines up to punt after the 3-and-out. Fields gets the snap and punts it away. Smith fields the punt at the 21. Tackled at the 31.
Rod Smith racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Broncos have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at the 31-yard line. Hurst gets the handoff and he searches for a hole. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Second down, both wideouts to the right. The Broncos take their first time out. Plummer throws a heater right sideline, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Jake Plummer knows how to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing chart. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 43 yards and no touchdowns.
Second down, two receivers to the left. This one will fall incomplete.
Rod Smith had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
They've been having problems connecting over the middle of the field, and there was more proof of it right there.
Yeah, a lot of bodies over the middle, and that congestion is what they're having problems with.
Plummer rifles it out left side, and it's intercepted. Right down at the 44.
Check out the interception here on the replay, Dan. Watch how he reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you make the INT, baby.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Giants bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 44-yard line. Herndon tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Kelly Herndon came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Warner dumps this one off, and it's complete at the 40. The Giants take their first time out. First down, 2 tight ends in the game. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Let me see what you got, Jeremy.
Warner fires this one over the middle, and the Giants will take a timeout. That's their second. First down with the tight end right. Williams catches the bullet out left and is well past the markers for a first down. Warner tips it to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 8.
It's all about getting in position to make the grab, and watch here. Oh, that's perfect position.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
The Broncos offense takes the field with the clock at 15. Weaver goes in motion. Curtis picks up 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. That will end the second quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Homer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN halftime show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison. And as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Giants should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Not much action early on, so we'll pick it up early in the second quarter. John Lynch shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Bronx late in the second quarter, the ball at the 47. Frank Walker was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Giants coming up on the end of the half. Champ Bailey would come up with a big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's where we'll leave this one. Broncs aren't able to get on the board, and it's a scoreless game. It's time now for our Halftime Hero Award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. This time, there could be no question. Well-dressed Amani Toomer has taken over this game. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Broncos will have the ball first to start the second half, and maybe we'll finally see a score in this one. Nothing but a couple of goose eggs on the board. Now let's get to the game. Matisse fields it all the way back at the 3. Brought down at the 28. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. All these numbers point to one thing, Dan, a defensive struggle. They can't get complacent. A single score will change the whole complexion of the game.
We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Susie Culver. Susie.
Thank you, Dan. Head coach Mike Shanahan definitely seemed frustrated when I spoke to him at halftime. He said, "We've just got to put some points on the board. Our defense has been doing all right, but offensively, we just haven't been able to get it done." He said, "The plan is to make some adjustments in the next half, and we'll see how it works out." Dan?
Susie, thank you. Hurst has his number called on first down and maybe picks up one on the play. Second down, one man back. Lee goes in motion. Green blasts him back at the 26. Weaver didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Fred Robbins completely breaks up the pass. You know, he owned that zone so clearly. Yeah, I bet he comes in on his days off to repair the turf.
Peter, the defense stood tall and forced the incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
Fourth down either way, and in my opinion, too, a bad call.
Norm takes the long snap and punts it away. Joyce takes it at the 32. Tackled at the 37. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. The Giants had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at the 37-yard line. Toomer goes in motion. Carter gains 3 yards, and that brings up second down. Flags down at the 44. Mobley hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
John Mobley closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
Fields lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Fields takes the snap and punts it away. Smith fields the punt at the 15. Stopped at the 27.
Rod Smith racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Broncos stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 27-yard line. Smith goes in motion. Smith grabs the bullet, and that's good for 6. Leach was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culver has a report for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I got a quick word with the trainers, and they said he's pulled his stomach muscle. They're icing it as we speak. But from the looks of it may take a while. It's unclear whether he'll be able to get back into this one. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Susie. Plummer unloads this to the right sideline, and it's caught at the 15. Finally dropped at the 43. It will be first down.
Ashley Lee is just crazy good on this play, Dan. He refuses to be intimidated by triple coverage. I would have tried to throw somewhere else, I think. Oh, but it didn't matter. He made the catch. Great job.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
He's struggling a bit there, but this may turn him around.
First down, 10 yards to go. Hurst carries it for the 12th time and runs into traffic. Dragged down at the 43.
Garrison Hurst used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more.
Plummer zings it to the right side, and it falls incomplete.
Jake Plummer is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 73 yards and 1 interception.
Snags the right sideline, and that's not enough. He's short of the markers. Fourth down coming up.
Will Allen pushed his man off the field with a great defensive effort back there. He got a few yards, but not the first.
That's his second tackle so far. Nor gets ready to punt this away. Nor gets the ball and kicks what will be a short one. Joyce gathers it up at the 13. Tackled at the 11. Fair catch interference, number 35. Offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot on the fumble.
Lenny Wallace made contact on that play after a fair catch signal was clearly made, so he got the call for interference. You just can't do that.
The Giants have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their 32-yard line. Toomer goes in motion. Barber gains 13 yards, and that will bring up first down.
Tiki Barber gets close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
Warner floats it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Al Wilson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Second down, 2 receivers to the left. Barber will get the carry on second down and will lose about a yard here.
John Mobley was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. Warner just rifles this one, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 30.
Kelly Herndon not only shanghais the football for the interception, but watch. Gets a few more after the catch. Great play all around. To react, make the catch, and then get some yardage to boot. You can't coach that.
That's their 3rd interception of the game, and Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
Yeah, tough play. I love it.
That will end the 3rd quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. The Broncos start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up at the 30-yard line. Smith goes in motion. Smith makes the catch on the right sideline, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Jake Plummer makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow. Now that is one confident QB.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
He had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
First down, goal to go. Anderson gains 3 yards, and that will bring up second down. Hurst gets past the line and gets the go-ahead touchdown.
This is a nice run here. And when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have, Dan. So far, he's got 40 yards and 1 touchdown.
Now the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Elam rockets this one deep. Taylor decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled hard at the 23. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Look at how many times they've had to punt it away. They've got to put a few longer drives together and get into the end zone. Jamar Taylor got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either. Look at all those INTs. They can't sit well with the head coach.
Warner uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Don't be shocked when you can't get open, Jeremy.
Barber gets the handoff and heads left, crosses the field, back down at the 25.
Keke Barber just hasn't gotten into a groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he struggled to get 22 yards on 10 carries.
Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Warner fires this one over the middle, and the completion is made. Short of the markers, however. That will bring up 4th down.
John Lynch tackled him so close to the markers, he can probably taste it, along with the dirt and the grass he's trying to spit out.
And as far as tackles go, this was a pretty good one. He had this one lined up from the get-go.
Well, you kids at home, if you're thinking about playing D, pay attention. That's exactly what you want to do.
Smith hits it at the 31. Tackled at the 45.
Rod Smith did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Broncos offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their 45-yard line. Smith goes in motion. Joseph sacks him way back at the 39.
William Joseph gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, yeah. That's going to push them back, way back. Great defensive play.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
2nd and long ahead. 2nd down and 4 wideouts in the game.
4 receivers line up as the defense settles into a nickel package.
It's intercepted. Brought down at the 47.
Omar Stoutmeyer has great presence of mind to react to the pass and make the interception.
He turned upfield hoping that he could add some positive yards to the play.
Yeah, he gets a little, but that pickoff was most important.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Giants' offense is now on the field, and except for a few big plays, they really can't be happy with their passing game up to this point. We'll see what they call on this drive as they start at the 47-yard line. Mobley tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, come on, take it in, man. Switch, switch,
Second down, tight end to the left. Harvard gets the call again and gets past the line. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Warner really rifles this pass, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Kurt Warner threw an incomplete pass there. You know, maybe that's lucky since there were 2 defenders in that zone.
Not much success to be had on the right side for this passing game, Peter. They have been off over there.
Yeah, I'd go somewhere else if I were them.
This one falls incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on down.
Man, this is why I love this game so much. Just look at all this stuff going on down there. Great moves, big hits, shrewd coaching, everything's going on. These are the kind of plays that make football the greatest game in the world, hands down.
The Broncos will start this drive near midfield with the clock at 1:35. Hurst dodges this one way out right and chews up about 4 on the play. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along too. Second down, just a single receiver on the field. First carries it for the 50th time and searches for a hole. The Giants take their first time out. Third down, the clock is stopped at 1:25.
Ball up to 36 yards. Second and 11. Ball up to 38 yards. Well, that loss will bring up third down, but they can't be too worried about it. They're still eating up the clock. Well, Dan, they're not going to hurry here, and there's really no reason to. They're going to take as much time as possible. Well, there's a loss that'll bring up fourth down, Dan. And while it's a big play, the clock still ticks on. Another 40 seconds will roll off the clock here.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Broncos come out on top, 7-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Enjoy this, and we're going to get you next time. We're going to get you next time. It's all right. We'll see you.
All right, Dan. Great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Broncos stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Jake, the Snake Plumber, connected with his man on this one. Kelly Herndon was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Bronx, after getting an interception, Garrison, first I look at the Hurst, got the carry here, and he comes through. They get the first score and go up by 7. The Bronx on defense, Omar Stoutmeyer shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Bronx edge out a win, 7-0. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Garrison, first I look at the Hurst, is on the field with our Susie Calder. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You transcended the competition today. You may have the ingredient your team needed to pull out a win here. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
Man, the crowd really came out today and did a lot of screaming and yelling. And making a big play and hearing the crowd behind you, there's nothing like in the world. I got to give a lot of credit to the fans.
Back to you, Chris.
That concludes our presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN, celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but Broncos were not the shutout kings they were known in 2004, real life. 2, the voice acting in this game is so bad. But hey, the Broncos got another win, so that's something positive, I guess. And I know I was going to have it be a 80s game for this next matchup, but I'm just going to keep it simple. Uniforms for the Broncos as they face the Chargers to close out this 2K5 season, and the Chargers are going to rip off the Denver Nuggets. So Friday at 5 p.m., not 5 a.m. like I originally planned. Friday at 5, the San Diego Chargers are probably going to get sued by the Denver Nuggets for these uniforms. Welcome to Denver Broncos. Last time these two played was in Denver, where Denver won 7-3. Can Denver win by more than 5 points?